Hello guys, welcome back to Emstine TV. Today we are going to be demonstrating on how to enter the diversity visa lottery entry. As we can see, we move straight to the State Department website, and we are going to take from it right there, electronic diversity visa EDV website. We move straight to that website and we show you how the entry can be done. So the time, the duration is 30 minutes. The page return and refresh after every 30 minutes. If you waste time, that is how you keep trying again till you exit the 30 minutes time frame. That is it, as we are seeing it up here. And then we enter capture and we continue. C5 CX U. That is it, as we can see, and the page is now open. Before you do this, you have to download the image and make sure the image is ready. I'm going to download the image from my image photo because it is being found there. I'm going to download the image. Here's the image I'm going to be using. You download it and make it ready while you go back and start the entry. So here is it. They say family name. When they say family name, what do they mean? They mean your father's name. That is the family name we are talking about in this case. You move again, you see first name. First name, what is the first name stands for? It stands for the given name, the name you are given when you are born. Given name can be John, Peter, Simon, Dauda, and so on and so forth. There are so many given names, as we all know. So we move to middle name. Middle name can be another name that is given attached to your given name. I'm going to fill it here. Although this person doesn't have a middle name, the person have only two names. That is the last name and the first name. That is what this person have, and we are going to fill it here so that you see. So now let's start with a family name. Family name, this person is Yusuf. His first name is Ahmed, and since as he doesn't have a middle name, we tick on the box no middle name. Then we come into gender. Which gender? It is a male here. Now let's move on to see what happens here. We move to date of birth. Date of birth, we see this guy was born on 6th of July 2002. That is his date of birth. We move to city. When it comes to city of birth, it doesn't matter what is found on your birth certificate, whether it's a village, whether it's a farmhouse, whether it's a herd. That is the city of birth where you were born. So you get to know that the city must not be a very big town. No, it doesn't need to be a very big town. As you can see, now we go to country where you were born. Country where you were born, that is normal. You see, everybody knows his country of birth. You see, I will check Cameroon because the guy is a Cameroonian. Now we move down to country of eligibility for the DV program. You can say your country of eligibility will normally be the same as your country of birth. Your country of birth eligibility is not related to where you live today or where you live presently. If you were born in a country that is not eligible for the DV program, please go and see the explanation of country of eligibility to see what you will take. So here the answer is already there. Is your country of eligibility same as your country of birth? you say yes. You don't need to touch this one because it is being answered automatically. You only have to click no and enter the reason here, whether you are being chargeable or eligible through your spouse, be it husband or wife who is from eligible country. That is how it works. So this one, if you are born in, this guy was born in Cameroon and he is being eligible with Cameroon as his country of birth. Now we go down to photo. We are going to take that photo that we earlier downloaded from the other side, and we see it here as it has appeared. So now here they say in care of, this is optional. In care of, I'm the one applying for, so in care of, I will have to put my own information. I'll have to put my own information, like email, and come here and put the information back home. That is the country, the city, the quarter, and the street. I will put everything here as you see. I will start by putting the quarter where in care of mail can be delivered, and we put the street, Catholic Street. We move on, we put an email here. Here put town. As I earlier said, town doesn't matter whether it's a village or it is a farmhouse. Now we go to district or country. We go to district, country, province, and state. Now he is living in the northwest region, of Cameroon. That is where he lives. Postal code, I don't think Cameroon have a postal code. We click on no postal code or no zip code. Now you go to country. What is the country? Cameroon. I hope all is being understood. If you are not understanding, ask your question in the comment section and I'm going to clarify you about that. Here is it. We can see the details of in care of as it is clearly written. I've put my email in the in care of and the address as we all see. Country where you live today, the guy still live in Cameroon. He hasn't changed country. If you live in any other country, you will have to put that country here. You have to select that country and put it here. Phone number, it is optional. Phone number is not mandatory, as he didn't give me his phone number. Then I will not put email. Email is what is a must. So you must have an email, as we see here. You must have an email, and this is the email I'm putting here. So even if the person you are applying for doesn't have an email, you can use your email, one of your email. For those of us who have many, you can see here I'm using my email to apply for him. We can still change this later when he wins, and we put his own email directly. So here is it. I have put my one of my email to support him with that. Now we move down to what is your highest level of education achieved as of today. At the point of entry, you have to only tick what is applied to you. So he has advanced level, that is the 12th grade, which is the minimum requirement, which is high school degree. He has high school degree, and we tick that one. If you have university courses, like you are in the first year, second year, which you have not gotten the degree, you tick some university degrees. If you have gotten your degree, you tick degree. Some graduate level courses, you tick some graduate level courses. Master's degree, you tick master degree. Some democrat level, doctorate levels, you tick it. So that is it, as we can see. And we see what is your current marital status. Current marital status, he is currently unmarried. Yes, if you are married and many spouse is not a US citizen or US lawful permanent resident, married and my spouse is a US resident, you have to tick divorce, widower, legally separated, enter spouse information, and that is how. If you click you are married, you have to enter the spouse information, right? Yeah, you have to click here, enter spouse information, and another page is going to pop up same like this, and you enter a spouse information with their photo. Now we go to number of children. It has 0 children, it doesn't have a child yet, and we click on continue. It says save this location. You say no thanks. For those of us who are using a laptop, you see the information. This is a single entry, and we see part 1 entrance. You see last family name Yusuf, first name Ahmed, then you see gender male, date of birth July is June 7. As there is something not working with the date of birth, it seems as if we didn't put it right. Then we go back and check the date of birth. This is what is very important. You need to check these things properly. You go back to part 1. Let me check the date of birth. How it appears to be is the month, that is 7. These are the technical issues we need to always take note of. So his day of birth was 6 and his month of birth was July, so they look identical. So if you don't look at some of these things critically, you end up doing a mistake that will hunt that person down, since you need to always verify clearly. Let's go again for the verification. We see last name Yusuf, first name Ahmed, male, gender, date of birth July 6, 2002. That is it. Now city where you were born, Bangolan, country where you were born, Cameroon, country of eligibility, Cameroon. As I earlier said, country where you were born has to be same as country of eligibility. Enter photo, photo is received, and we see the mailing address as it is clearly written there with every information on it. We see country where you live today, Cameroon. We see a phone number, and we see email address as it is clearly written. What is your highest level? We see high school degree. You must have a minimum of high school diploma reflecting the completion of a full course of study. That is it, as it is clearly written, high school diploma. What is your current marital status? Unmarried. And we see again they asked us here number of children, and they said number of children is 0. What are we waiting for? We are set to submit that entry right away. Let's go. That is it. The entrance is being successfully sent. As we can see, what can we do in a case where we don't have that access to printing machine that can help us to print? For those of us who have a laptop, if you can, there are so many opportunities and options to save this confirmation later to print after. Then you can click on, for those of us who have Lenovo Core 5, you click on Windows G, and this option will appear. You take a screenshot. The screenshot is already taken. Then now, what is another option? You can bring another option like this to print, and when it comes to printing, you put here. Now you save as PDF to print later. You name the PDF to print later, and that is how it is. Save. It is already safe, and that is how we earn it here. So guys, try your best and try your luck when it comes to entering the DVLottery 2024, as we have done it in the tutorial here. Thank you so much, and stay blessed, and I wish all of you good luck as you go for the entry this year. Stay blessed. I love you all.